I think we paid $4,800 for it originally. Drove it in high school, so.
It's game time and I'm up one.
How many bottles of product? So we're about building relationships. So I'm a team of Lost-It, the fastest growing brands for detailing products, chemicals, and coatings in the world.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Weekly Buff. This week we got a real treat for you guys. We've got a 1970 Shelby GT500. Now this has been in his family. This is a new client since it was brand new.
Brand new, bought it brand new.
And we're gonna go through a paint correction and a coating process because he wants to preserve the car. So go ahead and tell the people out there who you are and give them a little bit of backstory about your beautiful GT500.
Sure, I'm Terry Alder, live here in Las Vegas. Car was bought through Talladge Ford, through Frontier Ford, originally in Aurora, Illinois, back in 1970. Got a little discount going through a friend of a dealership there. I think we paid $4,800 for it originally. Drove it in high school, so it's emotional.
So what do we do here? What do we do here on the Weekly Buff? We tell stories because every car has a story, right? And that's what makes it unique, because we build relationships with the cars, not just people, and they become part of our family, right? And this is something that got him choked up because he has a lot of pride. Him and his brother worked extensively on this car to be what it is today, and he wants to bring it back to its glory, and that's what we're gonna do. So guys, stay tuned for this Weekly Buff. It's gonna be epic. Hey guys, we've got a real treat for you this week with this 1970 Big Bird Yellow Shelby GT500. Now this car had a 428 Cobra jet putting out 335 horsepower and 440 pounds of torque. Now guys, for a 1970 car to do under 6 seconds 0 to 60 was pretty impressive. And believe it or not, this car retailed for a whole whopping $4,700. Now it's time to get started. We knew that this car had been restored by our client and his brother, and we needed to decontaminate the paint super thorough before getting started on any polishing. Decontamination is super important. As you can see here in the video, the imperfections and scratches were pretty severe, but we had to come up with a pattern product combination with our EVO Ultra Finish and a more aggressive microfiber pad on the black areas. And we used our EVO 12 dual action polisher, which consists of like a 3-inch pad. Now this is a great tool because it gives you that control. It gets around those sharp corners and contours. Hey Josh, so what is the plan on the GT500? This is a badass color, this yellow.
Oh yeah, well right now we're still trying to
Did you see that?
figure it out.
428 Cobra jet.
And I heard
What was that Rambo movie that Sylvester Stallone was in? He had the toothpick and he drove a Cobra jet.
Before my time.
You don't remember that? You guys have to check that out. But so it's a nice paint job. This car was painted, I think 5 years ago. His brother painted it. I mean, if you look underneath the hood when you pop it, the finish is as nice underneath the hood as it is on the exterior. Yeah. So what do you think about the paint? Is it 2-step or is it a 3-step?
Probably a 2-step. The black part's the part where it's really messed up the most, but nah, it's
Coming out pretty clean?
Yeah, it's coming out pretty good.
That's a really nice clear coat, huh?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at the difference.
But right now we're doing a 2-step microfiber and foam, so that's easy working on.
Junior, what do you think of this car?
Pretty good.
Would you drive it?
Yeah.
Would you? You think you get a lot of chicks in this car?
Yeah. Oh no.
Would you get Pamela Anderson in this car? Would you get Pamela Anderson? Look at that. Look at the cracks that it looks. See, that's not going to change.
Very too bad though.
But you see the marring in this? This is just from bad towels. I don't know what happened, but the paint's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty straight.
So you think we should teach Maxwell how to do paint correction?
Oh Lord. I don't think Maxwell wants to learn how to do paint.
I think he needs to be diversified. Pro Graphene, ladies and gentlemen. This car is going to be night and day difference. And behind us, we got Sharif over there. He's not a happy camper working on the LaFerrari. So guys, don't miss the LaFerrari video. If you haven't watched it, go to glossy.tv. Sharif's having to replace the whole rear end of that car. Alfonso says, I guess we're not going to the hookah lounge tonight. So Okay guys, so this required 2 steps of heavy correction in order to get to the final finish. We did use our 2000 cut finish and our new micro polisher, which has a 1-inch pad to get into the door jambs and all the nooks and crannies. The EVO 21 was the choice of buffer that we use for the heavy correction for the top surfaces. Now it's time to apply our EVO PRO Graphene. This ceramic coating has done very well in independent tests, and we have more upcoming tests with Chicago Auto Pros, Scott HD, on some of our graphene coatings. We used our gloss enhancer quick detail spray. Now, what's great about this detail spray is it helps remove the solvent, not the SaO2. And a lot of people think in the industry that we're stripping this while applying the coating and trying to remove it, but this is not the case. As you guys can see in the sunlight, the final outcome, this car is a beauty queen and ready for the car show. Look at that interior. I mean, guys, look at this. For a 1970, this car is a beautiful, beautiful example of what Shelby produced in a muscle car that was street friendly, but could be taken on the track. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this weekly buff, and let's go to the customer now. All right, are you here for your Shelby?
Yeah, excited to see it.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Looks pretty badass. There's a guy on the phone in the corner.
I'm still on the phone.
All right, let's go check it out.
Holy shit, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Wow.
Shelby GT500. Yeah.
There's like 13 of these, and none of them look better than this.
No. Hey Josh, do you have the light to show him the paint?
It came out great.
Look how much paint, look how much, like, what's the biggest difference you've seen from the time you dropped it off a few days ago to now?
Well, it was dull, and it just pops out. I mean, the color's so deep. You know, it's rich looking. Looks brand new.
I told you it looked like new, brand new, fresh paint, right?
It does. It looks brand new. And I would know. I was there the day we bought it.
I mean, look at all the black. Josh is going to show you with the light. And the black looks absolutely flawless. So tell the fans about the Cobra Jet. Why is this engine different than most engines Ford produce with Shelby?
Well, this one in particular has a police interceptor, aluminum police interceptor manifold, which was a dealer option, and that so you don't find those, you know, quite frankly, anywhere. But it's, you know, it's a 428 CJ, different pistons, different camshafts. And yeah, it runs pretty hot. It's really strong. I've had it at a couple of speed shops, and they're like, this is a really freaking strong motor. So, not today's standards, you know.
What's the horsepower?
You know, it's rated at like, you know, 378, but it's
probably more than that.
Yeah, it's around 400, 420, something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun to work on. I mean, guys, look at the detail underneath him. And his brother painted this car how many years ago?
About 6 years ago.
And he painted it to finish underneath like a concourse. I mean, look at the detail. You don't see paint finish to this level underneath the hood. All right, we're gonna pull it outside, and then we'll do some final QC. Guys, this is an epic one-owner family GT500 Shelby, 1970. There you go.
Yeah, they rebadged the 69, so there were only 780 of these produced.
Wow.
And there's 470 500s, and 13 of them were painted yellow.
Stay tuned, and be sure to like or subscribe or ring the bell if you like this video. We'll see you next week.